Welcome back to Life Wide Open podcast. I am joined by my co-host CJ and my new co-host, dude Evan, bro.
Happy to be here, Ben.
So if you guys haven't been paying attention, Evan is now full-time Cboys TV.
And people were stoked.
Yeah, if you missed the video, we announced it in a video, and everyone was so freaking amped about it.
Yeah, because it has been such a long time coming.
It's been a blast so far.
Yeah, what do you think after being a part of the crew for a week?
Oh, look who it is.
Steven?
Start the podcast without me.
You're dirty.
I figured you were coming. What are you doing? What do you got going on here?
I've been pressure washing my truck for the last hour and a half, dude.
Can we get a zoom in on this guy's face?
Yeah. We don't have a zoom in. He'll get messed up. The cameras. Ken's back there. He can't run 3.
I need a freaking beer after that. So we just
What's your plan here? Are you planning on wearing this the whole time or what? You smell like shit, Ryan.
What's the deal with mudding, guys? Why do they like it so much? Mudding sucks.
Mudding's fun. It's just cleaning sucks.
But yeah, I got 6 minutes of fun to an hour and a half of pressure washing non-enjoyment. The fun to not fun is not there.
Do most mudding guys spend?
I don't think they wash it.
Do they spend that much time cleaning it? Because most mudding guys are like, well, I'm going to just clean it again, or I'm going to just mud it again, so why would I waste my time?
I guess that's true, but I feel like guys like Braden, their stuff's clean at the start, and then they go and get dirty, and you feel gross, you're wet, I have mud on my face.
You wasn't built for it, Ryan.
I wasn't built for
Mudding
my
guys were
life.
built for that shit.
Your truck wasn't built for it either.
That is
also
probably
not
the
built for it,
most
dude.
true statement. Yeah, I forget that that's like $100,000 truck, and you've done some dirty things to it, literally.
Well, I kind of forgot. I don't forget, but you forget. And then you do the thing. And so say last night, my truck got stuck in the field and we had to have Jake come and pull it out. And I had to leave it there overnight. I left and I went, ate supper and then laid down in bed. And I was thinking about my poor truck out there stuck in the field. I go, man, why did I do that? I spent so much money on something and I'm so proud of it and try to keep it nice. I'm like, why did I go get it stuck up to the bumper in the middle of our field? It was just dumb.
Well, you didn't do it on purpose.
Well, to be fair,
True.
I did also kind of warn you. I hate to be that guy.
You did, and actually probably that's why I got stuck. Because if you're like, don't come out here, I'm like, I got to come out there now. You told me I can't.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
I wanted to prove
It wasn't
you wrong.
like a thing that me saying you can't do it. I was just being like, yo, it's super soft. You shouldn't do it. It's not like I was questioning if you could make it or not.
To be fair, I had more faith in my truck than I should have. All right, I'm going to go change. Sorry to interrupt about Evan.
Anyways, we've had the group. It started with 7. It was a hobby, and then a couple people went their own ways, and it was just us 5 for the last couple of years now. And a lot of people would always ask, "Can I join Cboys TV? Can I join Cboys TV?" And we'd be like, "No, it's not really like that. We're just kind of were friends, and it just formed into this naturally. We're not really adding more people But Evan just kind of slowly finagled his way in, unintentional, I would assume.
I mean, I was definitely looking
You were
forward
planning.
every time we got to hang out.
Okay, but you weren't intentionally trying to work your way into the group.
Yeah, not necessarily. I was just trying to do something cool every time I came down.
Yeah. Well, Evan just was such a good basically addition to the team that we had to offer him to quit his job and come on full time.
It was pretty crazy, quitting my job, to be honest. I didn't know what circumstances it would take for me to quit my job. I just didn't envision doing it, and especially that quick.
The way that you did
Yeah,
it. The way that he did it is so legendary.
Can we back up a little bit? So we were in San Diego, and it's me, Evan, and Ben, and we're sitting at this table, and we've been drinking a little bit, whatever.
On my birthday.
On Evan's birthday,
The
vibes
mimosas
were very
were
high.
flowing. We were sitting by the ocean. Vibes were
Extremely high. And Evan just kept saying, dude, you guys, you just don't understand, how awesome this is. Thank you so much for bringing me along, and I just love this. Dude, you don't realize how much I don't want to go back to work.
Were you baiting us in? Now that I'm thinking about it.
No, I couldn't have imagined that you guys were just going to drop it like that.
We had already talked about it a couple weeks prior, all of us guys, and the RV trip was actually kind of a test. We already knew you were going to fit in good, but we were like, well, let's just give it one last little final test run. And you were passing with flying colors because it was great having you with.
So then we didn't know when to bring it up. And so when you were talking about it at lunch or at breakfast that morning, we're like, man, it's like he almost knows, like if Mike like tipped him off or something like that, and he's just trying to bait us in right now. It was just
which is a very common thing to happen. Mike would totally.
He totally would. Yeah. We got like this big plan to unveil it to Evan, and we're all excited to, hopefully get him to be.
And he
like,
already just
happy
spilled
about
the
it.
beans.
Mike's like, oh yeah, Evan, yeah, the boys are probably gonna ask you.
He's like that meme of the cat at the end of the table. Like pop that up on the screen. He's the cat. He's just like just sitting in the back.
It was like a perfect time to bring it up and ask you and everything. But like I said, we were a couple mimosas in, and the vibes were good. And Evan goes, "Fuck it, I'm gonna text my boss." Right
He's
now.
like, he was super in.
I'm so in. I'm gonna text my boss right now. And Evan's been working asbestos, the same job for 10 years. So you've had the same boss for 10 years, right? I'd imagine the same guy.
Yep.
Maybe don't do that right now. I mean, maybe talk to your girl, talk to your family, figure out some details first. And Evan was like, nope, I'm going to do it right now.
Evan like shows me his phone, and he's got this like thing. I start reading. I'm like, okay, yeah, and it's him. His resignation is 2 weeks or whatever. He's like, should I send it? Look good? And I just go, maybe just wait 24 hours. And then like 1 minute later, he just turns and looks at me and goes, I sent it.
Dude, I mean, I guess it goes to show you had what you wanted to figured out. Like you knew.
Yeah,
Which,
I love it.
I knew what I wanted to do, and I figured I was doing the best thing by just letting him know as soon as possible.
True. That you did
true.
have a good point there, because the sooner you let him know, then it's like, one less day of having to work there, I guess.
Yeah, plus we had a week left to the RV trip, so I figured I didn't want to get stuck working when I went back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, how is it? You've been here for a week.
It's
Is it
been
is
super
it everything
muddy.
you dreamed of?
I envisioned less mud, but other than that, no, it's been sick.
Is it easier or harder?
I
I won't be offended if you say it's easier at all.
mean, yeah,
harder.
it's easier, but it's easier to just keep moving, doing something you enjoy doing. Like
Yeah.
even stuff that might not seem fun, a lot funner than removing asbestos.
Dude, you had to have just been like stoked to, one, this is a pretty fun job, but two, just be done with that.
Oh, for sure. Like I didn't know what I would do if I wasn't doing that, but like this is like a dream job, so it's just opposite ends of the spectrum.
How did your family take it? How's everyone receiving it? Your friends, your coworkers?
Yeah, everyone just stoked, like across
Really?
the board. Everyone I've
That's
talked to,
good.
it's all good things, happy for me. Like
No one's concerned or anything like that?
not that I'm aware of, but I'm sure there's some concerns. But
Behind the scenes.
Slim's like, I don't know how I'm going to keep fixing his bike if he has to keep riding it every day.
I'm gonna keep Slim busy.
Yeah, man, we're definitely stoked to have you on, and everyone watching right now that supports us by just watching the videos or the podcast, or buying the merch and everything like that. Like you made this possible for us to bring on Evan, and hopefully we can just continue to do it and grow the brand.